Hey everybody, welcome to the Throwback Thursday GMG channel. Hey boy, howdy. Why am I doing this? Well, this is a brand new YouTube channel associated and sort of parented off of the GMG main channel because in 2025, the YouTube algorithm has now changed. Subscriber counts don't mean anything. View counts don't mean anything. You only get pushed in the algorithm, which means succeed financially and are able to keep doing this. If your content is of one type, I don't even know if this is going to work for this channel. But I have 4,000 videos, of which over 200 are out of print, small print, and just classic tabletop games under the hashtag Throwback Thursday logo. So in this hashtag Throwback Thursday episode, you're going to get to go through all 200 of those, which you've probably never seen if you're relatively new to the channel. They are old. But you mean some of these games are 20, 25, 30 years old anyway. And there'll be separate playlists. We'll be reposting the old content, syndicating it all with this header. So you can go back in the algorithm and hopefully you guys can see it for the first time. So sit back, relax, enjoy some old school content, old school miniatures, and watch me and my friends dig up games that you probably never even heard of. And we'll be back with this every Thursday, probably until the end of time, because there's so much of this, as well as continuing with new series. Hey everybody, welcome to another Let's Play. This time we're going to take it way back 30 years and show you guys Adeptus Titanicus. Now this game is important in the 40K universe and Games Workshop's history for a bunch of different reasons. First of all, this is one of the very first plastic box sets of its type. It had multi-part plastics in it and a rule book. And this comes from a time when RPGs were super popular. They were blowing up and being imported into the UK. Hence the 3D roleplay tag on this box. And retailers were very used to selling books, and model stores were very used to selling models, but they weren't very used to selling them together. So one of the guys in the studio at Games Workshop came up with the idea of putting books and models in the same box. Both sides were happy, bookstores would sell it and model shops would sell it, and the starter set box game was born. This game came out in 1988, the year after the Rogue Trader release, and it's important for one other really big reason that a lot of people don't know about. If you've ever enjoyed a novel, a miniature, or anything to do with the Horus Heresy, this box set is the reason that that exists. The bit of trivia as to why, really simple. That way you could include the same models on each side by creating an artificial sort of civil war. You could have Battle Titans from the Imperials fighting Battle Titans from the Imperials. And also later on in this, the infantry expansion Space Marine, you could have Space Marines fighting Space Marines. Ever since then, the Horus Heresy has been sort of an integral part of the 40K culture and universe, and this game itself takes place in that time period. So Warhammer in the 31st millennium instead of the 41st millennium. Now this game had 6 multi-part plastic Battle Titans in it. They were designed to snap together, and actually during the game you would pop pieces of them off to record damage. I'm not going to do that today. They also gave you handy counters to mark that kind of stuff. It had rules for designing your own Titans, or for using stock ones. It gave you little cards with pre-built Titans. So what I've done is I've gone and made 7 of the pre-built Titans. They're roughly a battle rating, which is their word for points, 2,000 on either side, so we have 2 matched forces. Now I've recruited Owen from Game with the Cooler, and he's going to use the Fire Wasps, who are in the cool new version of, I guess, the names for the Divisio Militaris of the Adeptus Titanicus, the Legio Ignatum, and I'll be playing the Death's Heads, which are now the Legio Mortis, which were a traitor legion of Titans back in the Horus Heresy. But they have their cool punk rock names, because this is 1988. We're going to throw down the ultimate game of giant robot fighting, Adeptus Titanicus. So I hope you enjoy this. It's been a lot of fun to put together. I'm even using the original styrofoam buildings that came in the box. I've airbrushed them and based them, so they're a little bit more robust, and you get to play or see a game from 30 years ago that's had a huge influence on the world of wargaming today. To give you a quick walk through the box from Adeptus Titanicus, I actually have a couple copies of this game. I was lucky enough to get a pristine copy back in probably about 10 years ago as a birthday present, and what we're playing with is actually my original copy from 1988. I stripped all these Titans and repainted them all in the last week, and I actually went and painted all of the buildings, which you can see I've just kind of like co-opted all the damage on them into making them look damaged. These guys right here are actually from Impudent Mortal. They're not from the box set, but the styrofoam buildings, you can see, here's the pristine ones, came in the box. You got 4. Now the box itself, like I said, came with 6 Titans. You got your weapons here in the gray plastic. And the Titans came on the sprue like this. You had a couple head options. You had sort of a knightly helmet head and I guess like a skull face almost. It always looked like it had a mustache to me. And then, of course, the top and bottom of the base with the feet integral. So you came in two different colors of plastics. You could tell who was playing who. And the most important thing was the void shield generator dial that was on the bottom here. And this was a piece of card that would tell your opponent how many of your void shields had up at any given time. So the void shields were almost like your hit points, because once stuff got through your shields, you'd be rolling for critical damage and seeing if guys died. It came with stat cards, which again, for the time, not something that was super common. And they had all of your relevant stuff for your pre-built Titans. And what I've done is I've gone and painted 7 pre-built Titan classes that add up to roughly 2,000 points a side. A great value box, and of course, it also had this rulebook in it, which I was lucky enough to have the author Jervis sign for me, which was pretty great. It was full color on the outside, black and white on the inside, and some of my favorite all-time pieces of art, like classic Jess Goodwin, Titan sketches and stuff are in here. Just fantastic style. And the one thing you may notice is if you look at here, these Titans in the pages of the rulebook don't actually match the plastics. That's because the studio came up with metal Titans for the playtesting, and all the studio members went and painted them. So here's Ali Morrison's Night Gaunt. Ali's still, of course, doing great sculpting for the business, and all kinds of other ones. I think there's even a Tony Cottrell one here in the back, who, of course, went on to create Forge World. There it is, Tony Cottrell's Deathbringer, right there. So you can see I've done the color schemes of the 2 factions from the rulebook. So these are the Death Heads in the back here, and then the front, I did the Fire Wasps, so the Legio Ignatum and the Legio Mortis. This was from the cardboard era of miniature games, and therefore it came with all kinds of counters. The people, of course, writing these at the time back in the 80s were probably familiar with Avon Hill style war games, and that meant that counters were everywhere. If you ever played Blitzkrieg or Panzerkrieg or any of those games, you probably know what I'm talking about. Now, counters here were for several different reasons. The colored ones here were actually for your orders for your Titans. So this is a neat game because you actually double blind give out orders to your Titans before the turn starts, and then you reveal them all, and the turn resolves in the order of the orders you've given. One person is first player at the start of the game, and this passes back and forth, which helps aid the resolution of the game. So the orders were first fire. That means you don't move, but you can pivot a little bit. You get +1 to hit in all your shooting rolls. Advance, which is a move and shoot order. You can make up to 4 45-degree turns. This is a lot like Gothic, and that maneuvering is important. Charge, you can move your second movement distance. So advance is going to be your first movement distance, and charge is your second, and make 1 45-degree turn. And then damage control. And if you're on damage control, that means that you get +1 to repairing everything. So repairing critically damaged systems, like your arms get damaged, or your void shield generator goes down, your mind impulse unit, which is what the crew uses to control the Titan, goes down. Or you bring back your void shields. And your void shields are very important because you don't have any hit points on your body. It's just, are you critically injured or not? Other counters in here are things like your damage counters. So left and right arm, are they critically or catastrophically damaged? So critically is for the white ones, red is for catastrophic if it gets blown off. Reactor damage, this one's for your legs. This one's for your left and right carapace weapons. And then, of course, you got your mind impulse unit and stuff as well. So this is your mind impulse unit, basic and super damaged. Of course, there's also support missiles. We're not playing with any support missiles, but they came with a huge amount of stuff because you could have stasis missiles that would just make it so you couldn't give guys orders inside the area of effect because they got locked in time. Vortex missiles that would move around the table. Plasma missiles that would move around the table, blind missiles that just blocked line of sight, and then things like that. So these missiles right here were used pretty extensively in the game in the advanced rules, but for the basic stuff, we don't have any support missiles. We've just got basic guns. Here's your burst template. Some guns do burst damage. So for instance, the macro cannon on this guy's back, you place the burst template anywhere on the table, and anything touched by it, you make an attack roll against. And that's to represent bigger weapons with like blasts and area effects and stuff like that. Anatomy of a card. This is the Deathbringer. I'm going to do a duel with so I can show you guys the basic rules. On his right carapace, he has no gun. On his left carapace, he has a macro cannon, big giant defense cannon there. And then arms have auto cannons on both of them. If there's a number underneath that stuff, that's how many barrels it has. That's how many times it fires. His speed is 7'4", so 7 centimeters while advancing, 14 while charging. And then he's got 4 void shields and a battle rating of 630 points. That's how many points he has to bring in. This is also back when Warlord classes had variants. So he is a Deathbringer variant, which means he's got at least 3 hard points filled. This is an Eclipse. over here, Owens, which has an 816 movement, a multi-launcher with 2 barrels on his right shoulder, and a las cutter, which is actually a close combat weapon, in his right arm. Carapace on the left has no gun, and the right arm or left arm has a defense laser. He's got 4 void shields, and is the same battle rating as my Deathbringer, so we'll be using these guys to fight each other. So we're gonna roll off for first player and show you the duel, which is the first mission in this game. So you get to be first player for this turn. You deploy within 12 centimeters of a table edge, and you've got here our ruined city that we're going to battle out in. The game was played on a 2x3 board, which is a weird board size, but meant that the game was fairly confined because there's a lot of maneuvering in this game, and you're kind of pounding through a ruined city while you fight each other. So you're going to deploy. Our void shields to full. I'll deploy as well. And we're ready to rock and roll. First step of the game is the orders step. We're going to give everybody an order to see what they want to do. Now, orders are placed face down next to the Titan, and then revealed at the same time. So you've given charge, I've given charge as well, trying to get up the table. You're first player. We now go to the movement step. The movement step goes in this order. First, you resolve people with the charge order, so they get to move first. And he's gonna run up, gonna go 16. I also have the charge order, so as I'm not the first player, now my Titans that have the charge order will get to go. You can make one 45-degree turn. I'm gonna make it before, and then he's gonna go 14, which will be 10, and then just form. Anyone with the advance order would go next, and finally anybody with the first fire orders would get to make their turn, and guys on damage control can't move at all. So you go to the repair phase. Now in the repair phase, let's say I had a downed void shield, or even all my void shields were down. I'd roll a die for every void shield, and on every 5+, 1 would come back. So I'd repair 3 void shields this time. Now, if I was on damage control orders, I get +1 on my rolls. That means I'd repair all 4 of them. Finally, you roll for every system that's critically damaged, but not catastrophically damaged. And on a 5+, it comes back again with +1. Now, if you don't repair a critically damaged system, you have to roll for malfunctions afterwards. You roll another die, and on a 1 or a 2, it actually gets worse and goes to catastrophically damaged. So let's say my gun arm is damaged. I roll a die. I repair it. Let's say I didn't, I'd roll again. It didn't get worse, but on a 1 or 2, it could have. It would just like blow off. And that also means that things like your legs can just like crumble underneath you. And if your legs, your mind impulse unit, or your reactor ever destroyed, the Titan is down. After that, we'd go to the firing step. We're both charging, which means that you actually get to fire. I don't think we can see each other either. And then I would get to fire. And it goes in order of first fire, then advance, then charging. And then at the very end, anybody in melee gets to make melee attacks. That's the end step afterwards. We resolve any end effects. We don't have any. Pass over first player to me, and we give new orders. So we've given new orders. We'll reveal them at the same time. You're charging again. I'm going to advance this time. So I have no charging Titans, which means you get to move first during the movement step. Going straight forward into the building. Pivot slightly. All right. I then get to move. I'm going to go and pivot once, like so, and move 7. So I can go, that's going to be 5, 7.5. So 7 will be to here. And I'm going to pivot again. Can't quite see each other. It's going to be super close. Nope, we can't do. And that means I can only shoot, I actually have arcs. I can only shoot stuff that's in my arc. So my front arc, or my left and right arcs, anything directly ahead of me, I'm going to shoot with all my guns because you'd be in my arc. But my left arc right now would be the only guns that could actually fire into this Titan, and they're fully blocked by the building. Repair phase, neither of us have any damaged systems. Shooting phase, none of us have anything to shoot because we can't see each other. And we go back to the end phase. You become first player. We go back and issue orders. All right, so issuing our orders, and we're going to reveal at the same time. I'm advancing, you're advancing. First player, so you move first.
I use this little handy arc.
Yep, 3 45s. There's 1. You get 4 45s when you advance. A bit like Gothic. He's going to come around to the building. Yep.
He's going to walk to the corner.
And he gets to walk 8.
Got a little bit more. And then he's going to do 3 of his 45s, basically. Yep. Well, 2 of them.
2 of them, 1, 2 to come face me.
Yeah.
Looks good. And I get to move 7. So I'm actually going to pivot first. I got 3 pivots. So I'm going to go 1.
4 pivots.
I'm going to go 2. I'm then going to move 7. Which should just put me in base to base with the building. And I'm going to call it done. Now, if you are in base-to-base with terrain and your opponent isn't, you get what's called hull down. And that means that you get to claim the cover bonus, but it doesn't shoot both ways. Otherwise, if you're not touching the terrain, it would cut both ways and you'd both get -1 to hit. First player, though, so we resolve your guns before anybody else. You have a defense laser and a what's the big
Multi-launcher.
multi-launcher with 2 barrels. So the first is, I assume the multi-launcher. Now you can resolve hits in any order you want. Of course, you want to strip my shields first. So putting the multi-launcher down. If you could cover more than one Titan, you get to fire against both of them. So your multi-launcher gets to fire.
4+.
4+ because it's in short range.
Because you're in cover though.
You got it. So 2 on 5s.
1
hits. So 1 shield goes down. I go down to 3. And skipping the damage control phase because neither of us had any damage. And then your defense laser hits on a 2, I believe.
3, but it goes to 4.
That's right, because I'm in cover.
Aiming this time. And it misses.
All right, so back at you with my Deathbringer. He's got 2 autocannons, which hit on 5s at short range. And he's touching the cover, so he gets to ignore your cover penalty because you're not. So looking for 5s, 8 shots. Whoa, so 4 shields go down, which strips all of your shields off, and then he has to roll to see where he's hit you on the body. So we photocopied this for easy reference. On a 1 to 3, you hit the weapons. On a 4 or 5, you hit the body, and you roll again to see if it's the void shield generator, the mind impulse unit, or the reactor. And on a 6, you hit the legs. If any of these 3 things are ever destroyed, the Titan is down. So where does it hit? Hits in the body, hits the 2, which is the void shield generator, and does it do a critical hit? Now everything has a critical value. For an autocannon, it's a 5+, and it does do a critical hit. So your void shield generator has been hit, and the Titan's void shield generators are destroyed. All void shields are knocked down and may not be repaired. The Titan's void shields for the rest of the game. Any further void shield generators destroyed results are reactor hits instead. Turn the dial now to the little black symbol, which means his void shield generators are just destroyed completely. And I get to fire with my macro cannon, which also has a blast. And hits on a 3, which it does. Where does it land on you? It lands to the 3, which is going to be the weapons. And I have to roll to see what weapon it hits. If I hit a hard point with no weapon, I just miss. So hits the 2, which is the right arm, which should be your defense laser. No, that's your left arm. Right arm is your las cutter. And then the macro cannon does a critical hit on A, 'cause it's a big gun, 3+. And it does, so we have to see what happens now to the weapon. It is critical hit, yes. Critical damage. It's not already damaged, so we go down to... Oh, sorry, we roll for cumulative damage. Is it already damaged? No. On a 1 to 3, it goes to just damage. On a 4, 5, 6, it's destroyed completely, so I blow it off. So 1 to 3... it's just damaged. So it can be repaired during the repair step next turn. So your right arm comes up, and it's been damaged. I'm asking for him to snap the weapon off, and I said a resounding no. So first player goes over to me, whoop, and we give new orders. Orders are down. Let's see what we got. You went charge, and I went to first fire. So you can go in. Can make improvised attacks in this. So he's just going to go into melee. Your 1 pivot to just turn and face me. The repair phase, you can't repair your void shields, but you can repair your arm on a 5+. You do! So you've repaired your arm, your las cutter's working again. It'll automatically do a critical hit and it ignores void shields. So now in the firing step, what's gonna happen, because I have the advanced orders, I get to fire first, and I can fire when I'm engaged. I actually forgot to pivot, which means I'm only gonna get my macro cannon and one of my auto cannons, because I needed to turn so that I was facing you full arc. I also won't get to fight later on in the in the close combat step, because you fight in the whichever step that is first. And you can't fight in later ones. So you're gonna just fight in the close combat phase. You're not gonna shoot your guns. You can still shoot your guns as well. Choose which one you'd use. That's right, yeah. So you could do your guns in the charge step, or you could do your close combat in the close combat step. It's one or the other, but you can choose which. All right, because you can use your last cutter, because it ignores my void shields, which makes sense. So I've got my autocannon hitting on 5s. 4s actually, because I'm on first fire orders. So I'm gonna do 2. Let's see where I hit you. First one's gonna be to the 4, which is the body, and then the 6, which is the reactor. See, is it a critical hit? It is not, and that means we go reactor, critical hit, no. Already damaged, no. No effect. Second shot hits you in the legs. Is it a critical hit? No. So no critical hit, no effect, it's not already damaged. Time for the macro cannon, which hits you in the 1, which is the weapons. What weapon do I hit you in? The 1, which is the left arm this time, which is your defense laser. So miss your last cutter. Is it a critical on a 3+? No. But then I have to roll for cumulative damage, 1 to 2. It becomes damaged.
It's not already damaged?
It's no critical hit, already damaged. Oh no, so no, it becomes damaged. Yeah. Critical hit, no. Already damaged, no, and then just becomes damaged. If it becomes more damaged, it adds. Left arm is now, so that's destroyed actually, so left arm. The white ones are damaged. Oh, let's just flip them. Okay. That's right. All right, so close combat step. Stab me with your last cutter. What's it hit on?
2+.
2+. Up close, it's like a giant mining laser.
Auto crit.
Auto crits. What's the location? Roll for it. 2 is going to be a weapon. And what weapon? You get me in the left arm. So it's a crit, yes, critical damage. Goes automatically destroyed. Weapon hits are bad. He just lopped off my left arm completely. Whoop. Become first player. It's over to you. All right, revealing orders. I'm taking advance. Taking advance as well, so you get to go first.
Can I make you move first?
No.
I don't want you to run away from me.
You can't. So he's just going to pivot and rotate around so that he pins me against the building here.
And then 1, 2, and 3, and just push back in.
So all I can do here really is pivot, pivot, pivot to face you so that all my guns are facing. Ones that aren't torn off, that is, yeah. So advance, you get to fire first.
Fix your arm? Fix my arm anyway.
Oh, that's right, fix your arm. Yeah, I have nothing to repair. And you do, so it doesn't get worse, and your arm is now repaired. So he's in the advanced step, but he's going to wait until the close combat step to hit me with the last cutter again. And I'm going to shoot you with my remaining autocannon on 5s. 1, 2. Where do they hit you? First one's in the arm. What arm? No, the right arm. It's the one we want. Is it a critical hit? It is, so it's destroyed. So I blow your last cutter off, which means you have to make an improvised attack. Macro cannon will fire on a 3. Oh, sorry, the second hit hits you in the arm as well. What arm? You're going to be the left, or sorry, the carapace. And what carapace? 4 to 6 is the right, which is your multi-launcher.
Yep.
Is it critical? It is, so I blow off your multi-launcher as well. All right, it's all down to you, macro cannon. I hit this guy somewhere important before he bashes me to death. We hit you in the legs, and then 3+ reactor critical. It is critical. So
it
legs.
wasn't already damaged.
It wasn't already damaged, so now it goes critically damaged. So when you're critically damaged, the Titan may no longer be given charge orders. It may give advance orders, but can only make 1 turn. And if it's on first fire, it can still make a turn, but you cannot repair damaged legs. We're damaged. All right, so it's over to you, man. You can improvise attack me now because you don't have your last cutter left. 5+ to hit. No. Going for new orders. Placing mine. You're placing yours and revealing. First fire. Oh, I got an advance. All right, so we're going to advance. I'm going to pivot, move, pivot. Just going to pivot to face me because you can do 145. We're just going to blast each other at like point blank range basically. But you go first. Fence laser 2+. Hits on a 1.
Missed.
Missed because it always misses on a 1. You go to the advanced step. I don't have any shields down. Oh, my arms are blown off. There's nothing to repair here. So 5s for my autocannons. I hit you twice. First one hits you in the arm. What arm? 4, which is going to be the...
It would be the right arm, wouldn't it? Because it's a D3.
It is D3, that's right, yeah. That's carapace, actually. It'd be the right arm, yeah. And then 1, 2. Is the right arm damaged already? I blown off your right arm, so I miss. It moves any hits to the body afterwards. So now I have to roll again for the body, if it's already destroyed. So 1 to 3 is going to be the void shield generators, which are already down, which becomes a reactor hit. And it is critical. So a critical reactor hit, yes. Roll again for cumulative damage. 1 to 3 just becomes damaged. 4 to 6.
It wasn't already damaged.
Oh, no. So it just becomes damaged. That's right. Yeah. You may not be given any orders until the reactor is repaired. Power starts to go down. The second hit from the autocannon lands in the arms again. Which arm? D3. 1, 2. Arm? Your left arm.
Still functions.
Which is still functions. So is it damaged? It is not. So it just becomes damaged. So critical hit? No. Already damaged? No. Becomes damaged. Macro cannon looking for a 3+. Ha! We got him. And we hit him in the 4, which is the body. What part of the body? It's going to be in the void generators, which goes immediately to the reactor. Is it a crit? No! Already damaged, so I have to roll for the cumulative damage on a 4, 5, 6. Catastrophic damage. And it is. Titan is vaporized. All units within 8 centimeter must make a damage if hit by a plasma cannon firing on maximum. So plasma cannon on maximum does a 3+ burst. So go ahead and roll. Takes the shield down. It's game. The eclipse is blown up and the duel is over. Now we're going to play a full game of engage and destroy after showing you guys the duel. So you got the core mechanics down. This has points match rules for playing 2,000 points or 2,000 battle rating games. And that means the Death's Heads are going to have 4 Warlord Titans here, a whole maniple of them. We've got the Deathbringer that you guys saw already. Then we have an Eclipse with a las cutter, multi-launcher, and 3 las cannons on its carapace. We have another Eclipse with a chain fist, an autocannon, and a multi-melta with 3 barrels. And then we have a Knight Gaunt, which is the fast guy who's highly maneuverable. He's got a Chain Fist and a Multi-Melta. And Owen's going to be rocking the Fire Wasps. We've got Eclipse over here with a Las Cutter, Multi-Launcher, and Defense Laser that you saw from the duel. Then we've got a Deathbringer, and this is the biggest boy on the table right now. Double Plasma Guns, Chain Fist, and a Macro Cannon. He's got 6 Void Shields. And then finally we have another Knight Gaunt, which has a Las Cannon, a pair of Las Cannons, and a Power Fist, and 2 Void Shields. So light, heavy, and medium. Dice out for first player, and it's going to be me. And we're going to deploy within 12 of the edge. And we're deployed. So my Deathbringer, along with the, where is he? The Knight Gaunt, hanging out on this flank together. And then the Eclipse, the pair of Eclipses actually, on the opposite flank. So sort of just doing the buddy system here. And you've spread out with your Eclipse, your Deathbringer, and then the Knight Gaunt on the flank. So I'm first player, and we're going to put down some orders. So orders are down, revealing mine. I am charging, and charging. And for you?
Charge, advance.
All right, so charges happen first, and I'm first player. So we'll start with the Deathbringer. He's going to charge forward 14. So he gets 1 turn, but mostly he's just going to pivot slightly, move to 15. Then my Knight Gaunt gets to go. Now he's highly maneuverable, which because he's a light Titan, which means he can actually make 2 moves during a charge, which is a big deal. So he's going to go 10, or 2 turns rather. He's going to go 10 up to here. Whoop. He's going to pivot, and he's going to pivot again. And then he's going to go 10. And move up 20. His charger will be the Eclipse. He can charge 16, which will put him just straight ahead. And he's going to pivot slightly. And then the other Eclipse can charge 16 as well. And he's going to run up 16. Like so. Chargers now.
Poncher can go 20.
Yep.
But he's basically just going to go 18, turn.
Yep.
And then nudge a bit. Big guy, Deathbringer. He'll do his turn this way. And then just run into the wall.
Yep. So he's in cover. He's going to advance.
He's going to do his turn.
He hits 4 turns, so 4 45-degree turns.
Basically going to hug the wall.
Yep.
And then do some turns to face
out.
out.
So you can shoot. Got it. Phase. Nobody has any void shields down or any damaged systems, so no need to repair. So we're on to the firing step. So your advance goes first. There's no first fire, but he has an advance. He gets to fire.
Yeah.
So placing a template. Yep. So you can see him. And you're going to place it so you're hitting his friend as well.
Yep.
And that's with your multi-launcher, which has 2 barrels. So it hits on a...
multi-launcher. Oh, wait. Range is relevant.
Yep.
I don't think I'm going to...
72. I'm not in cover because you're touching the cover. Actually, sorry, I am in cover because you're... It doesn't matter. 6 is anyway just because of range. And first one's missed, and the one on the left. Other Eclipse.
Nope.
Defense laser.
Defense laser at that fella.
And him over there. Okay.
Yep. And the defense laser is hitting on a 3.
3, going for it. Hits. So if Void Shield's going to go down, he's going to have 2 shields. I'm the first player, so all my chargers get to fire. We'll start with him. He's going to fire all of his autocannon shots, all 8 of them, into your Deathbringer. Now, he charged, he's -1 to hit. He's also in cover, so he's -1 to hit, but 6s always hit. So, don't matter, we can roll 8 dice, hope for 6s. We can sip some of those 6 shields that you have, because you have a lot of shields. We get 1 shields on the old Deathbringer. Then we're going to fire a macro cannon. It's not only going to touch him, and it's going to hit on a 3.
4.
Oh, 4 because of cover.
5.
That's right. 5 because I charged, actually, so nothing. Cover and I charge, so -2, so it's going to miss. We're going to fire the auto cannon off of this little fella, which is my other Eclipse. It's only got 3 barrels on this one. And he's going to fire into your Knight Gaunt. Charged in cover, so just 6s. Gets 1, strips a shield. Multi-Melt only shoots 12 centimeters, so it's out of range. And the last Eclipse is going to shoot him as well. He has a las cannon and a multi-launcher. So everything's on 6s here. So we're going to do the multi-launcher first with 2 barrels, trying to get the last shield down on 6s. And we don't. And then the last cannon, 3 shots, also on 6s because of range and cover. Get your last shield down. It's all my fires, so it's back to you, and your chargers can shoot. Yeah, last cannon, 60 centimeters, so you're going to shoot at.
It doesn't really matter because it's all 6s,
yep.
So we'll shoot for this guy.
All right, he's only got 2 shields. That's probably a good idea. Guys on 6s.
Yeah.
He gets 1, so it's down to 1 shield left. Maximum charge your plasma and try and fire.
He's going to shoot the guy who's got 1 shield left.
Sounds good. I think only 1 gun can probably fire because you're probably blocked.
Can I shoot them at separate targets?
Yes.
Guns
yep.
are going to shoot at that fella.
Okay, so left guys, yeah, there you go. So you'll be able to see because not blocked by the building. So the left side gun's going to go over here. The right side gun's going to go into him.
Yep.
So why don't you just do right side guns first?
Looking for 6s with the plasmas.
Cover and move.
Got 1.
Last shield's down to 0.
Plasmas on 6s.
More plasma on 6s because of range and the fact he charged. And 1. So 1 shield's down. So he goes from 4 down to 3.
From 3 to 4 to 5.
All right, macro cannon hitting on a 5. That's all our charges. So it's a new turn. You become first player. Orders are issued. So we're all going to reveal. I'm advancing with the Deathbringer. I'm going to damage control with my Knight Gaunt to try and get his shields back up. I'm going to advance with the first Eclipse and with the second Eclipse as well. Charging with your Knight Gaunt, first firing with your Deathbringer, and first firing with your Eclipse. It's a movement step. Charges go first, and you're first player, so it's going to be your Knight Gaunt.
Yep. He's going to go 5 centimeters.
And he gets 2 turns during a charge because he's highly maneuverable.
Boop.
Turn number 1, turn number 2.
And then he's going to go 15 more.
Oh, he's coming for me with that Power Fist.
That's what he's got going for him.
And a last cannon.
And a last cannon.
And then other chargers, you don't have any, so it goes to the advance. So we'll have the Deathbringer go. He's going to pivot, move his 7 up to the building, and then pivot. He doesn't get to move because he's on damage control. We're going to advance with the first Eclipse. He can go 8. So he's going to go pivot up 8, and then pivot. Second Eclipse is going to go. He's just going to walk up 8. Not quite be able to touch the building. And then pivot. You know, he'll pivot over this way. First fire guy's going to spin, just so you can see.
Yeah, you can reach out with his other guns into that fella.
Yep, so you're an arc. But it'll probably take your other side out, so you'll get macro cannon plasma gun instead.
But now I have both.
You got it.
Just one.
And this
he's
fella,
just going to sit there because you can see with everything.
Repair phase, you're the first player who's got shields down. He does.
Yep.
So 5s.
Nope.
No, shields stay down.
Big guy has 1.
No. And over to me. I've got 2 down on him. No, 1 down on him. 5 plus. Nope, he keeps down. 4, so I'm +1 for damage control for him, for the Knight Gaunts, and he gets both his shields back. Oh, sorry, I have 3 shields actually on him.
Here's his 3, eh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's got a worse gun, though. I get 2 back with him. Then it's going to be these fellas. He's at 2 currently, and he should have 2. He's at 3, and he should have 3. Combat phase, first fire guys are firing first. Who wants to go?
We'll do the one side of that guy.
Okay.
And then the other side plus the macro at this fella.
Got plasmas into him and the macro.
5s now.
Okay.
Getting 3 shots. Take 1.
Take 1, so shield goes down to 1 shield. And the macro cannon.
2 plus.
Gets him. It's going to take down his last shield. 5s to 6s here because of cover. Hits once. And he's going to lose a shield and go down to 2. My Deathbringer's down to 2 shields. Eclipse.
He's putting everything into your Knight Gaunt there.
Yeah, he's already damaged. So you're within 72 for both guns. Barrage launcher, yep, hit on 5s because of range. Oh, double hits. So first location.
To the 3.
To the 3. So the 3 is going to be a weapon, and D3. It's going to be the carapace. Which one? Oh, that's right. So if it's the body instead, roll location for the body. 1, void shield generator, just destroys it.
Okay.
Those void shield generators are down permanently. Second one's going to hit in weapons again. It's going to be the carapace, so back to the body. And
no, that would be the right.
Oh, that's right arm. That's right. Yeah. So my chain fist.
And does it crit? Yes.
It does. So it just blows my arm off. So his chain fist is destroyed. His right arm is now gone. And then your defense laser.
2 plus.
Hits. What's the location? I have no shields.
Where does it hit?
The weapons again.
To the right arm.
To the right arm again. So I don't have it, so it goes to the body.
So into the body.
3 void shields, so it goes to the reactor. Is it a crit?
I think it crits on 2s. Yeah.
Does. So it's a critical hit. Yes. Already damaged. No. Damaged. My reactor's now damaged. I need to switch off before this guy blows up. My advancing titans get to fire. So let's start off with the Deathbringer. He's just going to put everything into this Knight Gaunt. So short range within 30, looking for 5s because I control the cover. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Knight Gaunt. So let's roll some locations. And it's going to be legs, weapons, and then body. So we'll do the weapons first. First weapon, left arm. Or sorry, is left arm. And then is it a crit? It is, so it's destroyed. He lost his power fist. The other one in the arm is going to be the right arm now. And is it destroyed? Critical? Nope, it's just damaged. So the right arm's damaged. To the body, it's the Mind Impulse units. Is it a critical? 5 plus. It is not, so no. Is the location already damaged? No. No effect. And then the last one in the reactor, or the leg, sorry. Not a critical, so no. Is it already damaged? No, it's no effect. Lost right arm's damage. Macro cannon, see if it hits on a 3. It does. Location. It's going to be the 2, which is a weapon. It's going to be the 2, which is the left arm, which I blew off, so it goes to the body. Location of the body. 3 is going to be the Void Generator, which goes to immediately to the reactor because it's already destroyed.
No, it isn't. Now it will be.
Oh, now it's destroyed. Okay, it's gone. It's me who had the reactor, the thing destroyed. That's right. And that's all his guns. Yep. Next up, we're going to go with him. He's going to fire his autocannon. He's only got 3 barrels, though, into this fella. I'm within 30, so I hit on 5s. Just 1. What's the location? The 3, which will be the weapons. What weapon? The left arm, which now goes to the body, which goes to the Mind Impulse unit again. Is it a crit on a 5+? If it's not, no effect. It is not, so no effect again. The other Eclipse with his las cannons, he's got 3 barrels of las cannons within 30. On 4s within 30, 1 hit. Actually, it would be 5s, yeah, because I can't quite touch the building. And then it's the multi-launcher, hitting on 6s. Nothing. He can fire, but he's super damaged, so no gun. And
it's just damaged. It's not gone yet.
Yeah, well, yeah. If it might get worse during next repair phase. So let's go for some orders. My orders are all placed. You are currently... Oh, no. Who's first player now? We didn't move it. I think I am now. All right, so my Deathbringer is going to be on first fire orders. We're going to go damage control again for this little fella. And then it's going to be advance and advance for the 2 Eclipses. Yeah, damage control is +1 to hit against, too. That's totally relevant, which could very well have killed him. All right, so movement, no chargers, goes to advances, which will be me. We are going to move into the cover and then turn. We're actually going to turn, then move into the cover and then turn back. This fella is going to move... Pivot like so. He can move 8, and then just keep his options open. And that's all my movements. So it's back over to you. Advances.
This fella's going to advance. He's basically going to turn a bit. And
start coming around.
Walk to the other side and
then turn. Yep. Third, fourth, yeah. And then go like that.
Face like
using buildings for cover. So repair phase. I'm first player, so damage control for him. 2 shields on 5s for my Deathbringer.
He has no shields.
Him, the Deathbringer?
Oh, sorry, wrong guy.
It's this guy's just trying to repair.
You said damage control.
Yeah, no, it's okay. He's trying to repair his reactor. He doesn't. Does it get worse? It does. He explodes. Roll a maximum damage hit against him. It's only with an 8, so it's not going to hit the other guy.
It's a
no, not quite.
Cannon?
It's a maximum plasma cannon against my my dude. +4 damage. Takes a shield. So I'm down to 1 shield on my Deathbringer because this guy explodes and he's removed from the table because he melts down. Damage control for him. Try and fix your hands. Does. +1, yep. All my shields are up. You can try and repair your shield on your Warlord? No. Or on your straight Deathbringer. All right, so damage control is done. First fire. I'm first player, so I get to go first. We're just going to pound our guns into him. I'm on 3s now with the autocannons, because I'm +2 because you're also on damage control orders. And you're in the open. So that's a bunch of hits. Let's see what happens. Where do they land? I'm just going to do leg 1 first, just to see if it kills you. So legs, is it a critical hit? It's not, so it's just gonna do nothing. And then we've got all these into the weapons, and these 2 into the bodies. We do the body ones next. Bodies, reactor, and voice generators are gone, so it becomes reactor. So 2 into the reactor. Are they criticals? Yes. So it becomes damaged. I should actually do them in order. So 1 to 3, the critical was first. 4 to 6, it wasn't, because it is whether or not you blow up. 1 to 3, it was critical first, and then the other one that's already critical, we have to roll for cumulative damage, and it's blown up, so it's catastrophically destroyed. The order matters in that case, because it's which one makes you critical, and then the second one doesn't cumulatively damage you. So he blows up, doesn't hit anybody else, and I've lost the rest of my shots. First fire for you. Yep, your Eclipse gets to go.
I'm gonna put shots into that guy, probably.
All right, so we're gonna be in cover. Yep. Quite within a foot, so you're gonna still be at long range. You can do the multi-launcher first.
Yep, so 6s.
Okay.
It's +1, -1.
Not quite.
And the laser gun on a 3.
3, because the cover, yep. Misses. My advances get to go. We'll have him fire his autocannon into your Deathbringer. Actually, sorry, it's going to be an arc. He won't be able to fire at all. So he's going to just lose all his shots, and this guy's going to fire his las cannon and his pod into him. This is a pod, you're in cover, so it's going to be hitting on 6s. Not a 1. And then the laser cannon, normally on a 2, becomes a 3. Misses. Sorry, not defensive, las cannon. I actually have 2 more shots for that because it's 3 barrels, and it's on 6s, not 2s. Misses. Deathbringer, going to try and shoot my... Poor little dude.
Still outside of 20. So plasma to follow up. But he's just going to spray you with everything.
Makes sense.
Plasmas. 6s. 1.
That's a shield. Goes down to 1. Cannon on a 3. Hits.
No
and goes down to no shields. Becomes first player, and we're going to issue some orders. All right, so we've issued our orders. Revealing. I've got advance on the Deathbringer. We're going to charge on this little guy. And then we're going to... first fire on the other Eclipse. Your Deathbringer is advancing, and you're first firing on your Eclipse. Movement, you have no chargers. I do, so I'm going to charge up 16. So charging forward. Whoop. I'll take my 1 turn. Like that.
And then he's going to walk out.
He walks 8.
7.
7?
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's 7.5. There you go.
And then he's just going to pivot.
Makes sense.
And look at you from behind.
Okay. And then this guy's going to advance. He gets to go 7, which will put him here. And then he's going to pivot, so 2 guns can see you. He'll pivot if he wants. Yep. And then so will he. He's just going to pivot like so, just to make sure his guns are in line with him. Your first player, so damage control.
Fix the
Makes your shield back, yep. Gets it, back up to 6. But you need some shields back or you're dead, you're in the open. Nope, uh-oh. I have 3 shields for him. No, he's down to 1. Firing your steps, you get to shoot first. Who are you gonna shoot at?
I'm thinking that guy.
Yeah, he's only got 1 left.
Because I think he can take him.
Yeah,
So we're
probably.
gonna shoot that fella. So missiles on 6s.
Looks good.
His cover. Nope.
Nope.
But laser gun on a 3. There goes
Hits.
the last shield.
And he's down to 0 shields. First fire gets to go. We're gonna put them all into him, I think. 3 lasers on 4s, because I'm within 30.
3s.
Oh, no, it's only 4s. It's +1 because of first fire, but I still
You did
missed
better.
because I'm awful. And the missile pod, which will be, sorry, the multi-launcher, which is
36, so you're good.
36, so I'm good,
Threes.
and 3s. 2 hits, 2 shields go down. Manson gets to fire first. Oh, I think you didn't quite make it around the building, little buddy. We were trying to flank, but it didn't work.
I'm -1 because it doesn't matter. I'm using sustain, so I'm going to shoot you with 6s.
6s, but it's following fire, and following fire means that you keep rolling to hit until you miss. So go for it. I got no shields, and you got decent crit values
keep
too.
rolling to hit until you miss?
Yeah, as long as you keep rolling hits, you keep rolling those hits, and as long as you keep hitting, you keep hitting. That's what falling fire is. Okay, just gonna do the regular shots instead. Okay,
Yeah,
maximal.
5+.
1. Where does it hit me?
To the 5.
That's gonna be the body, and we're in the body.
3.
But my void shield generators, they're just down, so he can no longer raise his shields. And that's your macro cannon.
Yep.
Macro cannon
Yeah.
hits. What's the location? The legs. Oh no, crit.
No.
Nope. But even on a no,
I think it's
on
not.
a no, it's nothing. It's not like the weapons. So his legs is okay. He's gonna fire then. We're gonna put all of our guns into you. So I've got 8 shots for my macro cannons, or multi macro cannons. And 36. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 8 shots on 5s for your shields, and the macro cannon goes
6s
after you.
for cover, but
I'm control. Oh, I guess you'd get that one too. Okay.
still 2.
2 hits, so your shields go down. It's macro cannon on a 3. Or actually, because you're in cover. And that's me, because he's charging and can't see you. We're out, revealing. I'm on first fire with the Deathbringer, first fire with this Eclipse. You're charging with him,
And first fire,
and I'm advancing with him. We're going for it. So chargers move first, even though I'm first player.
So he's going to do a little bit of a pivot.
Just to ignore the wall, yep.
And then run his 14.
Getting into the crossfire.
Just getting out of the lines.
So he's advancing, so I'm going to move, just so I'm out of line of sight of this fella, and I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3 turns. Pivoting, we're just going to keep las cannons and multi-barrel on you. He's going to just pivot so that the 2 guns that can see him. You're pivoting so that all your guns can face my Deathbringer. All right, I'm first player, so first fire first. Las cannons.
Repair my shields.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about repairs. Go for it. Who's going first?
The one who's got shields down.
He's on 1 shields down. On 5s.
1.
1 back, so you're up to 3.
Still good. Still good.
I'm trying to repair the 4 on this fella.
Is are gone. But
Is gone. This guy gets 2 back, goes to 2. He's already repaired. So onto the firing step. We'll first fire him. Les cannons into that guy back there. So you're in cover. And that means 6s. 3. Get a shield. Launcher, same thing. Gets another shield. So my Deathbringer is going to first fire as well. All of his shots into your Deathbringer. He can't shoot with the 1 gun, so it's going to target the guy further away because it's blocked by the building. Far away guy first. So +1, -1 for cover. So I'm hitting on 6s, regardless, just because of range, because it's an autocannon. And your last shield goes down.
Nope.
4, okay.
Yep.
And then same thing over here. So you're not in cover. I am in cover. And that's going to mean that I'm hitting you on 4s now with the autocannon. Sustained fire. 4 hits. How many shields you got?
3.
So
shields.
1 goes through. Where does it hit you? Deathbringer gets hit in the 3, which is the arms. To the 5. Sorry, D3, which is 3, which is the carapace. 1 to 3 left, 4 to 6 right. It's left, and it's destroyed. So just blown off. Her handing into him on a 3 normally, on a 2 because I'm sustaining. hits you. Where does it hit you? In the weapons again. It's going to be the carapace again. 1 to 3 left, 4 to 6 right. And the 4 to 6, the other carapace now. So is it a crit? On a 3+, it's destroyed. It's not, but it's damaged, so it can't be operated right now. First fire for you.
The guy in the building there.
Yep, shooting him over here. So multi-launcher, 6s.
Nope.
Nope. And then
laser gun. Nope.
Nope. All right, I'm charging, so I'm going to shoot you with my autocannon. So I'm short range for 5s. I'm advancing, actually, rather. So short range, and I'm hitting on 5s. Only got 3 barrels, so 5s to hit. Oh, geez. 1. Where does it hit you? In the weapons again. In the carapace again, so it's automatically in the body now.
My right carapace isn't gone.
Oh, it's not gone. Okay, well, it was left anyway, so it's in the body because it was a 1.
Okay.
And then the location is the void shield generators, which means they're down. And that's turn. So we're going to flip over, and you become first player. All right, so we are orders out, and I've got advance on the Deathbringer, first fire on the Eclipse, and first fire on this other Eclipse. All right, advancing up with your Titans. Who's going first?
This fella's just going to walk basically to the next building and hang out there.
Okay, and cover?
Yep.
I have 1 advance, so I'm just going to come
I
out
guess I
slate.
did both mine. Sorry.
Yeah, you do the other one.
Yep. He is just going to accept his fate.
Right, I'm going to pivot, come forward and pivot again just to hug cover. He'll just turn to keep his guns to bear on him, and he'll just pivot on first fire. Control.
Try and get my shields back.
Yep. 3 dice. Gets 1. He's down to 2, so 2 dice. Gets nothing.
Try and fix his plasma.
Yep.
Nope.
Does it malfunction? No, it just stays broken. His shields are destroyed, so nobody shields up for him. And then we go on to combat. So first fires happen first. I'm going to resolve this guy. He's going to shoot everything into the Eclipse. So his burst launcher hits once, takes a shield down. Left, and that's laser cannons. They're within 36, maybe? Oh, okay, yeah, we are within 36. So I'm going to hit on 4s, 3s, back down to 4s because you're in cover. And 1, 2, 3. So last shield's down, 2 get through. Locations. Going to be 5 and 3. So 1's to the weapons, and then the other ones are to the bodies. The weapons is the right arm, and it's a crit, so it's going to blow it off.
Last cutter.
So your melee weapon's gone, and the other one's into the body. Where does it hit? Hits the void shield generators, and they are down. So we're going on to him now. He's going to do his multi-melt at first. 12-inch range, hits on a 5. Looking for a 4 because of first fire. Misses. And then 3-barrel autocannon, hitting on 4s because it's short range.
3s because you aimed, but...
No, it's 4s because I aimed.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and it's a 1 hit to the legs, and nothing. Says nothing. Just to get ignored. This is your first player, so you get to shoot first.
Macro cannon into this guy.
Oh, jeez! 3+.
Nope.
Oh, almost. And then the other guy?
The other guy is going to put everything into him.
Yeah, makes sense. So missile pod?
Missiles on 4s now, I think.
Probably. 4s, 5s because I'm in cover with your multi-launcher because you're in short range.
Nothing.
Misses. And then the other one?
Laser gun.
Hits. Where does it hit?
Where does it go? To the legs.
Whoa!
Crits on a 2.
Does. All right, so his legs are damaged. 1 more and he's destroyed. Go repair it. My knee might just go and I'll just fall down and die. My advanced fire is just going to be him. He's going to put all of his guns into this Deathbringer. So we get 8 shots. Let's do it. Looking for 5s because I'm not on fire. Just 2. And where do I land? First one. It's going to be in the body. It's going to be in the... 4 is the Mind Impulse unit.
Yep.
And is it a crit on a 5+? It is, which means that it
damaged.
Has to roll each turn in the movement phase to see what happens. In every phase, actually, to see what happens. Second one hits you in the body again. What part? In the void generator, so it pops to the reactor. And it's not a crit, so you are fine. Can same target on a 3. Misses. Turn, I become first player. Are out. Let's see what we got. I've got my Deathbringer, first fire on him, and then charging. And you're going to advance and first fire. Let's charge. Blam! Let's do it, buddy. She can't be given charge because my legs are damaged. So I guess he's going to advance instead and just move into you.
Same thing.
Yep, just move into you. Looking for your MSU or remind unit to see if you get to move normally. 1.
Yep.
He does move normally in the movement phase. Yep. What do you want to do?
Yep.
Just going to stand there? Oh, it's happening. All right. Guy's just going to stay pivoted. He'll stay pivoted. And I got ready to do some shooting.
Gonna try and repair his carapace.
Yep, see if his carapace guy comes back.
No.
It doesn't. Does it blow up? Nope.
Yes. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
That's right. Yeah.
And then
it's fine.
Fix his brain.
Fix his brain, MSU. On 5. No. Does it get worse? No.
Yeah.
No, 1 to 2 it gets worse. Trying to repair. I can't repair my legs actually because they're damaged. And we'll repair void shields here. We get none. His are up. His can't be repaired. Fire step. We're going to start shooting with him. Everything into this eclipse. So his burst missile launcher on a 6. Yes. No, +1, -1's on a 5. Misses. And then the las cannons on 4s. Go to 3s. Go back to 4s because of cover. 2. No shields. So let's see locations for the first las cannon. Hits the eclipse in the 4, which is the mind impulse unit. Or the body, sorry. And then the reactor. And is it a crit? No. So no effect. And the second one hits in the body, in the reactor. Not a crit, so it's no effect. Over here, we're gonna put everything into this this dude fighting the other dude, try and kill him before he swings with his chain fist. First firing, so plus 4+ for the autocannon. There's a bunch of hits. Let's roll some locations.
Guns.
And bodies. We'll do the bodies. Well, we'll do the guns first, actually. Guns will be, because some of them are going to shift to the body. Carapace shots, which I think, is your carapace still working? It's damaged? Okay, so the 2 are the carapace shots. Left arm, right arm, and then right arm. So, and
all
then
3 hit the damaged carapace?
And then they go into the body.
It's not gone, it's just damaged.
Oh, they're all in the body, and the damaged one, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the 3 is not...
It has to be. It has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So they are
not crits, and he lives.
Well, I rolled for cumulative now, so let's see if the cumulative damage happens. It's destroyed.
Okay.
And then the other ones in the body go mind impulse. Sorry, voice shield, which means they go right to the reactor. Are they critical? First one. Nope. Second one. Nope. Just tank it. Cannon. Can't believe this guy's still alive. Hits.
Legs.
In the legs.
Yeah.
Blows his legs off, so they become damaged. So he
just can't walk.
Feeling so good. Might fall over. He's a little rickety now.
Still
We're on the advanced phase. I'm first player. I have to decide. Oh no, you've got first fire still. That's right. So your first fire from the eclipse into him makes sense.
Yep. Rockets on 3s.
Do it. Both hit. Where do you hit? One. Okay, so do the legs first. 'Cause you might just kill me if you get a crit. Yep. You do. He's destroyed. So his legs basically get shot off, and he just falls down and crashes. Now the advanced phase. I think you can shoot me with your macro cannon if it's still up. Mind impulse unit's damaged.
I can.
And yes, you can on a 1-2. So you take a shot at him.
Macro cannon
on a 4.
Cranks it.
Gets it. So shield goes down to 1. I'm first player, and new orders. All right. I'm going to first fire. All right. So
I have
your first player, so roll for no, your shields won't come back, but you can try and repair your gun.
No, I can't.
Oh, I blew it off. That's right.
Brain.
Fix your mind impulse unit. Nope. Shields back for him.
Oh, can I fix my legs?
No, your legs can't be repaired. I get 1 back, so I got a 2. His shields are still full. So you're first player, so do your first fires.
He's going to fire his everything in
the eclipse.
No, we got to shoot this guy.
Go long range. Yeah,
it's not great.
His shields are mostly down.
6s.
Multi-launcher.
Yep.
Hits. One down to 1 shield.
All right, laser gun. You have to hit. You need a 3. If you can do it, we can kill him.
Kill him.
Yes.
Hits. Last shield's down.
Yep.
And then you could macro cannon me to death. 1 million, boss. Can you shoot? Macro cannon. Mind impulse unit.
Bam.
No, 5. He's
hits him.
May not fire. No, it's the mind impulse unit. You didn't repair it.
Oh, that's
May not fire.
Oh, okay.
The robot brain doesn't listen. My first fire, we're gonna fire back. Auto cannons all into him. It's on 4s. Just shrugging all this damage. Oh, not great. Only 2. And then where do I hit you? It's gonna be into the body and the weapons. The weapon will hit you in the right arm, which is still operational and doesn't crit, so it's just damaged. And then the body hit is in the mind impulse unit, and is it a crit? 5+? Nope. But cumulative damage, I roll again. 1 to 3, no effect. Cannon on a 2, same target, misses. And this fella shooting his multi-launcher, +1, -1 for cover, so we're hitting on 5s. Misses, and his last cannon, no, +1, -1, because I'm 5s normally for the multi-launcher, short range. It's 4s, never mind. And the last cannon hits on 4s, hits once. Where does it hit you? In the 3, which is the weapons. in the 1, which is the left arm. And it's not a crit, I don't think. A 3 damage your left arm. And that's it. Turn. I become first player. Orders go out. Look, you're still on first fire. I'm on first fire as well. As we now are basically committed to this. That's right. I can try and fix my shields on my big guy. Bringer on 5s. No, shields are all down still. Oh, geez, if I don't finish you this time, I'm in trouble.
Laser gun?
Yep. You don't, and your Mind Impulse unit on a 5.
No, and his chainsaw.
Yep.
Yes.
It does. The chainsaw works, and then you have to roll for dudes that get worse. Your Mind Impulse unit on a 1 or 2 malfunctions.
Yep.
It does, and that actually destroys you. The robot just stops listening. See, the Mind Impulse unit just fries their brains. So we're on to the first fire step, and that means we're just going to start shooting. I've got... Oh, you didn't know he doesn't have a shield down. I've got him who will go first with his autocannons. Trying to hit him. Shots on 6s. There's 2. Where do they hit you? Because even though we're on first fire, you're in cover. 1 to the weapon and 1 to the body. The weapon hits you in the left arm. Does not crit, so just becomes damaged. Oh, so rolling for other damage. Nope, you're fine, just stay damaged. Body 1 hits in the reactor. Crits, which means you become damaged. Cannon hits in the body. 1 void shields, which jumps to reactor. And is it a crit? 3+. It is. Kaboom! He explodes and vaporizes everybody with an 8. And that's it. The Death's Heads have wiped out the Fire Wasps. So there you go, end of the game. The Death Heads managing to wipe out the Fire Wasps. I hope you guys enjoyed that. There is, of course, at some point soon, we don't really know when, a new version of Adeptus Titanicus coming out where you'll fight with maniples of Titans, but this should give you some sort of perspective on where the game came from and the influence it's had in wargaming. So there's also going to be expansions you're going to see coming up for this game as we fight through the missions for Adeptus Titanicus. We'll show you the stuff from Codex Titanicus, which of course added other races such as the Eldar, the Orcs to the game, new classes of Titans such as Reavers and Warhounds, and of course finally there is Space Marine, which is the infantry expansion, which added the legions of Space Marines from the Horus Heresy and was the rules for infantry and vehicles. Now the game does slow down a bit as it gets bigger, meaning that finally, as all of these expansions came out, it was spawning a new game called Epic Space Marine, where it was streamlined a little bit, but I figured it's fun to dig into this and show you guys where the game came from and how it works. So I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you for more Adeptus Titanicus on Throwback Thursday in the future. Till then, I'm Ash. Have a good night.